Teachers TV reality show.
Good day, viewers. My name is Susan Akboraye. I'm a travel and tour consultant, MD CEO of Topaz Travels and Tours. I'm a jury in the house. And for a travel and tour consultant, I love what I do and I love my job. But there are some times in the course of doing my job, satisfying my customers, I have some highs and low moments that gets me thinking and keeps me a bit sad. So in this section of the event, the housemates, we all know, are all teachers, because this is a teachers reality show, and they're all going to come up here one at a time to let us know the highs and the low moments in their career. I'm sure every one of them love being a teacher, but there are some times and situations in the course of their career so far that they probably wish they were doing something else. So that is what this segment of the show is all about, for them to come out here and let us know the low moments in their career and the high moments in their career and how they felt and each time of this periods in their career, to give us their own experience. Let's get to hear from them directly. We're going to hear from them one-on-one. Simply just telling us their experience. We advise them to be as real as possible, to be down to earth. I'm also a mother. I know what it is. That role, that duty is a duty I cannot run away from. But sometimes I wish my children are taken away from me for some time. So everybody has that time in their career, even if you are doing the best job in the world, like I am doing. I love what I do, but there are some times I feel so sad. So this is that particular time where each and every one of the housemates are going to come up here and tell us their life experience of the low moments and the high moments of being a teacher.
My lowest moment was when my academy manager called me into the office and she said, "Teacher Mary Jane, Favor is leaving the school." And I was like, "Favor, why?" She said, "Favor is relocating." And the mom said, "He has not been picking up, he's struggling." I felt bad. I was like, "Can she give me more time? Because the difference between here and there is T. She should just give me more time that I would be able to work on Favor and Favor would improve." But she said, "No, Favor is leaving, he's relocating, he's leaving." I felt bad. She would have given me more time to impact on Favor. Then, I have lots of great moments. It's my pupils in class, when they call me into the classroom. I had the struggling pupils, the low-performing and the high-performing pupils, when they came into my classroom. When I look at what they become with time, there's this chance we do take when we enter the classroom, when it is too tough, and my pupils will say, "I'm gonna push through." When it is too rough, they will respond, "I'm gonna push through." What if you're not good enough? They'll say, "That's not true." Why? Because they can push through anything they put their mind to. And I will tell them, "I believe in you." They say, "Chin up." Believe in yourself. They say, "Heads up." Tell me why. They push through anything they put their mind to. So with that, they give me courage. They made me who I am today, because I start working on those that are struggling and they become better. Every day I tell them that I'm proud of who they are, of who they've become. Like Amir, when he entered my class, he was struggling, but now he's a good pupil, he's performing well. Usman, Boluwatife, Vanessa, Precious, Praise Olaiton, Pascal Chidozie, Zephaniah Okafor. They are the ones that made me who I am today, these pupils. So I'm very, very grateful for for the places I've gone to and the places they've taken me to.
If I think back, I think I really have some moments, but then one moment that each time I think about it, it really draws passion and emotion out. It was sometime when I was teaching in one of the mission schools, and I had a boy in my class who, during the class, was actually not participating. I was so angry because I had actually gone very far into what I was teaching, only to realize that his attention wasn't there. Funny enough, I went through what he was doing because he was distracted and he was writing a letter. You can't believe what I saw. He was writing a letter to me, and it was like, I wish you could be my favorite teacher. And I was moved to tears with the things I saw there because he wrote so much. More or less, I tried finding out what has been happening and why would this child actually go into writing such. And I found out that he was a child who was living with someone not his parents, and he would always come to school late. Sometimes he may not even get to do his assignments. So you can see that emotionally he's destabilized and he can't actually give in his best. Well, I wasn't their class teacher. However, I just had to think about what he wrote, and I told him to write, an essay on who your favorite teacher is. And from there, what I took out was that this boy actually needed someone who would be a mother, not just that teacher who comes to teach and go her way. And I think, being a spinster, I took up that role and I went that extra mile. As lucky as it is, I was able to have him pass through, and by next session, he was able to do well in English language. I think he came up to 10th position. And finally, before he left the school, he took 5th position in one of the results, of which I actually got him something. So really, that moment, it was really touching, but I'm grateful. I'm a teacher and I was able to do something. And I would also use him as a point of reference to my best moment, because it's really a great story when you see that you have someone who is failing and at the end you're able to get that person into what the person wants. And at least I was able to fit into that favorite teacher he wants, and I was able to also see him be happy for himself.
I want to talk about two separate things. One is the high moments in my career as a teacher, and then the other would be the low moment. I think I'll first start with the good side now. I think I've been blessed in this particular profession, and although there are so many good and bad things that may have taken place, but I still count my blessings every day. And one that I can't easily forget is majorly what happened just in May this year, when I took some students for the annual Chief of the Naval Staff debate competition. It was our first time though, and the school came out tops. They won the competition, beating the other Navy schools that were present. I was overjoyed. I couldn't really control myself. Even after the finals, so many persons kept calling, congratulating. Even my commandant was calling. So many teachers were calling. Parents were calling and congratulating us. And it was fun. Even returning back to the school, we were all shouting, dancing, singing, and the rest of that. So I count it a blessing, at least for this career that I am in at the moment. And well, the sad one. There are so many of them, really, but I'll consider the fact that I had several students who were performing averagely dropping in their performance. Then some others who were up there, who were very good in class, probably just dropping majorly because of some family problems or personal and individual problems and all that. So that's what I can say for now.
I've been teaching for over 18 years now. So I've seen the good, the bad, the ugly side of the profession. A lot of them. I'll be sharing with you the low moments I've had, at least one, and the high moment as a teacher. It is saddening for me when people refer to me as just a teacher. 10 years ago, I was called just a teacher, and I felt like leaving the profession. It got so bad that I regretted studying education. And then they will add, he's even a primary school teacher. It demoralized me totally. Outside comments like that, there are really good moments where parents appreciate what you do. Parents that want to put themselves in your shoes. The parents that wish they have the kind of patience I have as a teacher to work with their children. There are parents that would want to identify with your professional calling. I got a call 5 years ago from the US, a parent. I taught her daughter, and she said to me, I'm sending you pictures in your emails, pictures of the comments I made in the daughter's books, feedbacks from her activities in class, and she said the daughter kept the comments up until that particular year. She kept seeing them, and the comments kept having influence in her life. And I think parents should learn to befriend their children's teachers because they have one thing in common: the education of their children.
For me, my low moments has always been those feelings I get when I sit back and think about why the society has not really observed that teaching profession needs more, deserves more than they have attached it, than they have attached to. And for my high moments, I always have this satisfaction when I see my pupils and students and all the children I come in contact with, when I see that joy, that happiness in their faces, that they have gained something from me because of the positive impact I've given to them. In fact, it's always a priceless moment for me. It gives me this joy that nothing else does in this life.
About high moments in my career, the very first one I can relate to happened in 2008. There was this girl, my student. I've been teaching her for quite a while, since she was in year 4. And when she was in year 9, there was this competition we were to go for, a math competition. And she was just like, Mr. Lawale, I don't think I can do this. I said, don't worry. Just try your best. Try to do more than you are doing. And all of a sudden, we observed she was qualifying from the next stage to the other. And the time came actually when hard work was rewarded, that she actually represented the whole country in Thailand for the math competition. It was just a wow moment for me. That day, I remembered when I heard the news, I was about eating and I couldn't eat again. The excitement was just like, wow. About the low moments, it was embarrassing that day. I was in class, And I was teaching SS1, and they called me that SS3 students, since they were preparing for their WAEC examination, that should just come and assist some of them. They were struggling with math, and I was just in their class. So I am not their normal regular math teacher. And that time, there was something I've been struggling with, and that was H factor that time. My sister told me that, like, bro, do you know you have H factor? I think you should work on it. I was like, what is that? Leave me alone. I teach math. What concerns me about English? So in class that day, I was teaching them about sets. And I was like, you know, a set, let's give an example, vowels in English. And I started saying, hey, he, hi, ho. They were like, all of them laughing. I was like, what happened? Immediately, I realized I was not pronouncing the letters well. Instead of saying A, I was saying hey, and it was as if the ground should just open and I should just enter. Immediately I left their class that day, even though it was embarrassing. I got home, the work started, and in about 2 days, I was able to overcome the H factor.
One of my lowest moments as a teacher will be while teaching primary 3. I had a case of 3 of my kids. They lost their moms just the period of a month, 2 weeks after. And for me, it was very personal because at that age, 7 years, some of them were 7, some were 8, and relating it with me, I lost my mom while I was still very young, at the age of 9. So it was very personal for me. And I went spiritual, you know, as a Nigerian. It was a very serious day, but I thank God for my head teacher. I had to go take permission from her, then invited the IRK teacher, who equally took the Muslim prayer with them. So we had about 30 minutes intensive prayer section with my kids, because for me, I didn't take it as a usual thing for my kids to lose their parents at the same time. And then another incident close to it was I lost a child too, close to that same period. So it was a very bad one for me, because living with people you've grown so close to, and then all of a sudden they're no longer there, it's not a good experience. But then I have my high moments, you know, seeing that kid that can really meet up, either with creativity in the class, with just class activity, or writing, or even speaking. You know, that kid is just withdrawn in the corner. For me, when that child finally comes up, it's a big one for me. But the biggest one so far was a child that couldn't speak English. So I had to learn a little bit of Basa, speak Hausa, and also use Pidgin in order to make sure the child got whatever I was saying in the class. So teaching has been fun and interesting because I learn every day. I get to learn new languages, and it's a good one for me.
Let me start with my lowest moment. Sometime in 2013, I was appointed the assistant examining officer in my school. And it was a tough task because then I was already working 4 years plus. And why it was tough was because my mom was the principal there. And well, I started my work quite okay. Then fees were paid for final exam for JS3 students, and then some of my colleagues came and they begged that I should loan them some money that they will pay back at the end of the month. Now I'm calculating, okay, these fees are not needed now until after the students' exams before the scratch cards will be bought. So I gave them some money, and then time to repay came. There were so many stories and all those excuses. I said, okay, no problem. But what got bad was eventually a lot of them didn't pay, and it was time to purchase the scratch cards for the student results. And then my VP called me that he discovered the money is short with 90K, and I should augment it. Well, okay. I had to rally around, raised the money, and paid, but the damage was already done. The principal heard about it, and it became more like a family thing. And at the end of the day, my dad had to settle it between my mom and I. That was a very bad moment for me because I later realized I was the pawn in the whole show. Actually, some other persons in the exam office enjoyed the money, and since I was close to the principal, if anything happens, she would forgive me. After all, I'm her son and all those things. Now, the most exciting moment happened earlier. That was in 2011. I was still fresh in the whole thing. And as a young man, I was just giving my best. And then towards the end of the term, I came to the class. I remember that class precisely. It was just 3C. I came in and I announced to them that this is our last lesson before you go for your final exams and you graduate. And then I finished teaching. We did the revision. I wished them the best of luck. And then the class captain raised her hand. I remember her because she has been one of my most outstanding students. And surprisingly, she keeps in touch with me. Just before I came to the house, she sent me a message because she voted for me. And she told me, I don't know how I have impacted her life, but she would tell everyone she has met that I am the best teacher she has ever encountered. I smiled. So that day she raised her hand and I said, Grace, her name is Grace Dauda from Plateau State. I said, Grace, yes, what is it? She said she wants to say something on behalf of the class. And I said, go on. And she started with appreciation that they've had other teachers from JS1 to JS3, but they have to say it to me that they've never seen someone who is so passionate about them, someone who has been there for them, even hearing their own complaints, their issues. At that point in time, my lesson was over, and I had to just tell her, okay, let me go. I was just at the brink of tears. I would not forget that speech because it's 8 years now, and it keeps ringing in my head that a child could stand up to say, I have impacted their lives. It's surely one of the reasons why I still remain in the classroom.
I want to recount one of my best moments as a teacher. It happened last year, 2018. I teach in the public school, and I have this particular boy in my class. His name is Olawi Isaiah. His parents are not so rich, and they are struggling. But I was able to identify that this boy is very disciplined, and is determined to make it in life. He comes to school very early, always dressing neat, and is always coming to me with several questions. Academic questions that has to do with life, and so many other things. Now, last year we had to have the Lagos State Schools debate, and we were able to qualify. 10 public schools and 10 private schools got to the finals, and at the long run we were able to work together. I had to bring him to my house. He was sleeping in my house because I had to brush him up, and I had to polish his accent because he lives in Bariga and he has a lot of accent. And so we went through it together, go to church together, we have fears together. In fact, there was a particular time we got to the finals and he said he's not doing again, that He can't even remember any of the things I've taught him. I kept on encouraging him, and lo and behold, we won. He won the Lagos State Schools debate, and the governor rewarded him with ₦1 million, and he was so happy. He was so happy that I could believe in him. Now, one of my low moments was when I've not actually started teaching as a profession then. It was during my NYSC when I was serving in Lagos. I was posted to a school, and I was so excellent. I teach them economics, mathematics, and I was ensuring that the students are up and doing. It was a girls' school, and I remember when they were celebrating when I was to leave, when I was to finish my service. One of the girls prayed a prayer for me. He never knew I studied education. She never knew I studied education. So she was praying for me that, Uncle, you have really imparted us. I pray you get a good job in the bank. I pray you will not be a teacher. I pray you will not, she was praying, and I was thinking in my mind that this girl doesn't know that I actually studied education. I felt bad. I felt bad. I had to just keep it. I didn't say anything. But when I got home, I realized that we as teachers really need to project a positive image for ourselves, because even the children in the school, the society at large, have a false impression about us. So that was one of my very low moments, because she was praying from the depth of her heart that I should, and she's seeing being a teacher as being impoverished, as being an anathema, So I felt bad. So that's one of my low moments.
Behind the scene, they work very hard to do what they do, to stay motivated. This is the Teachers Reality Show. This is the Teachers Reality Show. The Teachers TV Reality Show.
How much is this?
If you pay for them, you will select any other Naira pass for this shop. Eh?
I want this. I want this. I want this one. How much is this bag?
Madam, this one are 5,000. If you pick any other 19 for this shop.
Can I get my size in this? Kingsley go like this one, oh. Please let me have 500 Naira 9 mobile recharge card.
4,500 Naira.
Yes?
Why is it that you get 9 times of everything you pay for? Even your network, they give you 9 times. Give me 9 mobile SIM now.
Recharge 200 Naira or more, and you will get 9 times your recharge on 9 mobile. Existing customers, fill dial *611*20# to join. New customers, just buy your SIM and recharge.
My 9 extra bags.
9 Mobile. Here for you. Here for Naija.
Perfecto. Awesome.
Wow. That is our music instructor, our voice trainer in-house.
That was an awesome performance.
Mr. Ojebola.
I can't wait for him to perform this awesome rendition on our grand finale on Saturday.
And of course, to help us some voices to try and, mix it up with the sound.
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
Now, speaking of the grand finale, we know that in every battle there has to be a winner. And there are some who rather just run to leave to fight another day. Yeah. It's another eviction night on the Teachers Reality TV show, the last eviction before the grand finale. And on this battle in particular, everyone is a winner. My name is Oyari.
And I'm Babashel. our housemates have done very well. They have put up their best shoes and they have brought their best foot forward.
That's right.
And I tell you, they've done well. Like I always say, every journey must have an end. And tonight, which is the eviction night, we'll get to know those housemates that will make it to the grand finale.
Speaking of the grand finale show, I can't even stop thinking. I just keep wondering who exactly is going to win the 1.5 million naira.
Well, for me, I think even if I win 1 million, I'm okay with it.
Well, it's not even about you. I'm talking about, I can imagine who that person is going to be, but hey, it's not my place to say. So we're just going to go on a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have all 9 housemates on the stage, and we'll let the judges address them.
This is the Teachers Reality Show. The Teachers TV Reality Show.
Welcome back. It's still the eviction night at the Teachers Reality TV show, and right now I can feel the tension from the housemates. This place is reeking of tension. And at this time, we'll let the judge and the jury address the housemates.
Good evening, housemates.
Good evening, sir.
This cycle has been an interesting one, and you've done all your best. You were engaged in 5 different tasks. From drama presentation, which you had in groups, to your individual tasks of child protection talks, the teacher professionalization and the quality of education. You had the card games, which was educational. You also had the talent show, and you did very well. May I remind you that each of you was scored by different people in each of the tasks. The jury had their score, the judges had their score. Both the scores of the jury and those of the judges, ourselves, were averaged to arrive at your score for each task, and each task was scored over 100. What that one means for the 5 tasks, you were expected to have 500 scores. And that was divided in the ratio of 30 to 40, bringing 70%. The remaining 30%, we relied on the votes that viewers cast in support of each and every one of you. That also we computed and reduced it to 30%, and the 30% was arrived by a mathematical formula of the total vote cast being the base against the vote each and every one of you got. So with that, we have 100%. Today is the final eviction night. We are evicting people on the basis of the lowest score from the bottom to the number of those to be evicted. Those who will survive today's eviction would automatically qualify for the grand finale. And what that one means, for the grand finale, all of you will depend on your viewers, your supporters, to give you an edge over the others. As far as we have done, the judges and the jury, we have been able to synthesize, and we have agreed all of you are the best the nation can produce in this show. From a number of over 1,000 that put in, to the 15 of you that were invited, and now only 9 surviving. As far as we're concerned, we've screened you. You are the best for this show. It's now left for the viewers to pass the final verdict. I wish you good luck.
Hello, housemates. Wow, it's been an interesting journey, I must say. Prof have said it all. We have done our best to arrive at this 9. Mine is going to be words of encouragement. It's just a game. It does not tell who you really are or your worth. It's just a game. And in every game, there must be winners and there must be those that will go to try another time. For me, I've learned a lot from all of you, I must say. You've inspired me in many ways. You've changed my mentality about teachers, and a positive one also. And each and every one of you that has made it up to this stage, you are all celebrities. I mean, people all over Nigeria are already watching you. Don't be surprised. Whether you go home today or you remain for the grand finale, you are all celebrities. You've been on TV, you're on radio, you're everywhere. Very soon, people will be asking for your autograph. You go back to your school, and all your students, I was like, oh, I saw you on TV, you did so well. You are all winners. And I believe we've made friends, good friendship, good relationship. And if you're like me, I cherish relationship more than anything. And I want you to take it beyond this place, even when you leave the house, to make sure you keep in touch with each other. And also, you can also keep in touch with me. I value relationships a lot. And getting to know all of you, it's been a wonderful experience for me. Truly, speaking from a point of a mother. I love you guys. And this is going with me, whether you stay in the house or you are going home. I appreciate the fact that I've gotten to know all of you. And beyond here, I believe the relationship will go further. Thank you.
Okay, at this point, I would like to ask all housemates to give themselves a round of applause.
Yes, they've done very, very well. And just like Professor said, it is important for all of us to know that those that are moving to the next round, to the grand finale, will solely depend on your vote.
That's right.
And it is time for you to please, wherever you are, all over the world. We know that you've been watching us all over the world, yeah?
That's right.
Yeah.
And this is a special shout out to Chini from the UK and
Chooks.
And
Chooks
Chooks.
from Germany.
But we're certain that everyone is watching us right now, even people from your village, right?
Yes, I wanted to say that. It is so amazing, people, that I have people from my hometown, Ijebu-Jesha. Yes.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, they actually watch this program and they've been given a lot of remarks.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to all of you. We say thank you so much for following. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back after the break.
This is the Teachers Reality Show. The Teachers TV Reality Show.
Welcome back. Now at this stage, when we ask all housemates who are not up for possible eviction this night to leave the stage.
Thank you very much. All right, so we have those that are already up for eviction. Viewers at home, this is that night, another eviction night here on the Teachers Reality TV Show 2019, one of its kind in Nigeria and Africa. And here tonight, I'm doing this with Oyare, the lady with the pleasant voice.
Thank you.
All right, we can do this.
Yes, we can.
Housemate 11.
Please step forward.
Wow.
You've done well.
Yes, please. You have the floor.
She's actually participated well. Housemate number 11. Please pack your things. You've been evicted from the show. Thank you and congratulations for participating in the Teachers Reality TV show. Whew.
Yes, very quickly. Can I have housemate 12, please?
And housemate number 13, please step forward.
Wow.
Woo, 2 strong men in the house.
Particularly, I would permit me, Oyari, particularly I would like to talk about housemate number 12.
Okay.
That is Dominic. Dominic has been a very great leader, experienced teacher, loaded, very passionate. And I think he's been here, or he's been in this house, has helped him a lot, built up his confidence, and he has learned so much.
And I would like to talk about Adekunle. Adekunle he's really dramatic, I would say. He's talented as well. I'm judging from the last task they had, where he had to, show his eco side.
I'm sure Governor Sanwo-Olu will be so proud of him.
Right now, exactly.
Yes.
Well, housemate number 12 and housemate number 13.
It is sad to say that you have to pack your things
and go back to the house because you're saved.
Yes, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations.
Ooh, I can imagine how they must be feeling.
Tough now.
Oh my God. Okay, so this tension is actually sizzling hot in here, and I think we should go on a short break to ease down the tension a bit. When we come back, it's still the verdict.
Behind the scene, they work very hard to do what they do, to stay motivated. This is the Teachers Reality Show. This is the Teachers Reality Show.
The Teachers TV Reality Show.
Supported by. For sponsorship and advert on the Teachers Reality TV show, please call the numbers 0803-489-8510, 0812-120-2104.
Welcome back. This is another eviction night, and we had 7 housemates put up for eviction, but at the moment 3 already out, and we still have 4 standing.
I would like to remind you, viewers, that we have 2 people saved. So at this point, I think we'd just like to call on housemate number 5. Please
and
step forward.
Housemate number 14.
Housemate number 5 and 14, please clap for yourselves. Because you've really done well in the house. You've consciously tried to improve. You've put in your best. But then it's sad to tell you that that is not enough to keep you in the house. You've been evicted from the show. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And remember, you're still ambassadors of the Teachers Reality TV show 2019.
That's right.
Thank you so much.
And to the last 2 housemates standing.
Please, can you please come together? Housemate number 3
and 8.
People, our viewers at home, ladies and gentlemen, we have the last 2 housemates standing, and it is so sad that your family members won't receive you tonight.
Because you have been saved.
Congratulations.
Woo, congratulations. Oh my God, I can't imagine how she's feeling. Woo.
Yes, but at this time we need to
well
quickly
done.
tell all our viewers to understand that these people that are saved, they need your votes like never before.
We have to reiterate the fact that these people who have been saved are the 6 finalists for the grand finale. That is huge, right?
Amazing, amazing. A long journey to us.
It has been a long journey, but they've made it this far, and we can't wait for them, you know, for the grand finale on Saturday.
All right, at this juncture, we need to thank our judge and our jury. Thank you so much for your time.
Yep.
All right, and we'll go on a short break, and when we come back, we have all our housemates that are
all 6 finalists. Put it that way.
The
all
6 finalists here on the stage.
That's right.
This is the Teachers Reality Show.
The Teachers TV Reality Show.
The grand finale for the Teachers Reality TV show comes up this Saturday by 8 p.m. All final sets of housemates will be judged by their votes. So keep voting for them on www.teachersrealitytvshow.com.ng. You can also go to our social media handles shown on your screen and get the link to vote for your favorite housemate.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome the 6 finalists for the grand finale. Okay, so before the eviction, I asked some of these housemates how they were feeling, and some of them said they had no idea how they were feeling. But I'm very sure at this point, some of them have something to say. As a matter of fact, every one of them will have something to say. So I'm just going to give each housemate a minute to, you know, tell us how you're feeling.
Let me start from Blessing. That
and
was
talk to the viewers.
Yes,
I think Blessing will want to talk right now.
I don't even know how to say it. Okay,
Please,
let's go.
Kay.
You can have it.
Please, Kay, how are you feeling?
Okay, in one word first, gratitude. I'm grateful.
Ooh.
Thank you very much. I know not just my tax, but the vote did a lot of magic. Thank you very much. I love you guys, and I'm counting on you till the end. Peace.
Ooh, she's counting on you.
To you.
Okay, it has been a difficult journey. I didn't believe I'll be here till this time. But thank God for life. Thank God for your votes back at home and for what we've been doing here. thanks to all the other guys and the ladies too. And I want to plead with the viewers at home to remember housemate number 7 for the final trophy. Thank you.
Okay.
Wow. Hello viewers, my name is Dominic Ijiga. I'm your housemate number 12. Initially I saw the finger of God, but today I saw the hand of God.
Okay.
I saw the hand of God. If you've ever believed in me as a teacher, if you've ever got something from me as a teacher, if I've ever taught your child, if I've ever inspired you to become a teacher, please, teacher's reward is here on earth. In fact, it's here right now on the stage. And I'm here to get that reward before I go to heaven. Okay. I'll get my reward. Please, viewers, make me get that reward. Thank you very much. And I will remain a teacher forever. Thank you.
There you have it. Dominic is counting on you to claim his reward. Adekunle, how are you feeling?
I'm so happy that I'm saved.
I want to go.
Area. Thank you, my viewers. Thank you for voting for me. Babajude Sanwo-Olu, Dr. Gani Shokpeyin, El Subeb, NUT, ANCOPS, every one of my family in Lagos, my friends. I thank you so much. And I know we are still going to vote for me because this is just the beginning. I know we are coming with the trophy to Lagos. Housemate number 13, Adekunle Adesheyi.
Okay. V.
I'm expressing my attitude of gratitude first to my God and then to you. Yes, you looking at me, you watching me right now. I say a big thank you. Thank you so much. And please don't give up on me yet. One love.
Oh, wow.
All right, I thank God to have made it this far. And I want to thank everybody that has voted for me. I want to tell you, your votes have actually counted. But I'm telling you that this is the time I really need your support. I am Olawale Oladimeji, housemate number 1. Members of my family, especially Mrs. Titikola Mustafa, Mr. Tunde Adeshino, every member of Christ Ambassadors International College, Global Harvest Church, Outer Ring Road, every friend I have, all my fans out there that I don't know, please, I'm banking on you, counting on you. I want to make it to the final, to be number 1. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. You've heard the housemates, they are counting on you to keep them in the house. They are counting on you to make them win the grand prizes. Yes.
And don't forget, the vote for this circle ends Friday, 2 p.m.
That's right.
And they're
Friday.
counting on your vote strictly 100%.
Vote by going to our website www.teachersrealitytvshow.com.ng and click the picture of any of these housemates that you wish to vote for. The grand finale is on Saturday by 8 p.m. and again, voting ends on Friday by 2 p.m.
And don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
That's right. And until we come your way again next time, I am Oyari.
And I'm Baba Sheon.
And we are saying good night. Housemates, are you going to say something to your viewers? And
that's for us now. Enjoy. You know, let's marry. Congratulations.
Congratulations to everyone. Congratulations. Congratulations.
I want to
well done, guys. Well done. Well done. Wow.
Thank you so much.